Hi, I'm Eric Ripert, chef of Le Bernardin. Welcome to our kitchen in the private rooms of Le Bernardin. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to sauté fish. We have some cod fish today, and I will do sauté cod fish with pea shots, with a bit of ginger and some garlic, and we will do a broth infused with ginger, shiitake mushrooms, and some lemon confit. I'm going to infuse the chicken broth with some garlic, ginger, so I need a little bit of oil in my pan. I'm putting the garlic in it, which has been sliced very thinly. Some of the ginger, again sliced thinly and fresh. We have some shallots. We are going to sweat it. So the process of sweating means we're not giving too much color to the vegetables. We're just cooking them so they don't have this kind of a raw flavor to it. We let them cook gently. I'm adding a little bit of salt and pepper, and also the lemon confit, which is going to give a very lemony flavor without having the acidity of the lemon. This is a broth that you can do almost at the last minute if you wish, or you can do it in advance, filter it, and keep it in a refrigerator for the same day. But I always like the freshness of doing the broth at the last minute and infusing all those fresh flavors, powerful flavors. It's time for me to put the chicken stock, like that. And I'm barely covering the ginger and shallot, and we're going to let it infuse it for a few minutes. While the sauce is infusing, we are going to sauté the fish. I'm going to take this one because it's very beautiful, and we are going to season it. First of all, with some salt and pepper. I always use fine sea salt, making sure my hands are dry so the salt doesn't stick to my hands and it's very precise. Some pepper. So if you like a little bit more spiciness, I'm adding a piment d'Espelette, which is a red pepper from the Basque country. It has a little bit of spiciness, but it's sweet toward the end and it never burns your tongue. And we have some Wandra flour. The Wandra flour will have a coating effect and will help the fish to caramelize and to become crunchier. I'm going to use a teflon pan, and I'm going to bring the teflon pan to very high temperature. You'll see in a minute why. And I know that in the house you don't want to really make smoke in your house, but the pan has to be extremely hot and the oil should be almost starting to create a smoke. I will put the fish in a pan. As soon as I see the oil becoming really hot, you're going to hear a little bit of the noise. It means the oil is hot. And we are putting the fish like that. We're going to let it cook for about 2-3 minutes. I'm going to prepare now the pea shots. So it's very simple. Again, a little bit of vegetable oil in the pan. So pea shots are in season in the spring. And I'm putting my pea shots in a pan, like that, with a little bit of garlic, ginger, a little bit of soy, and a little bit of piment d'Espelette. And the pea shots are going to, as you can see, melt. We're doing very quick cooking. I'm going to remove them from the pan and put them in a plate until I need them to present the fish. Now it's time to check if the fish is ready or not underneath. And you see it's creating a nice coloration, a nice crust. We are going to flip it and put it on the other side now. While the fish is still cooking on the other side, I'm going to filter the broth. Just like that. So the broth has the role of bringing a lot of flavors into it. It's a very light way of doing so. It's not a rich sauce, doesn't have butter, doesn't have cream. In that broth, I'm going to add now some shiitake mushrooms, just like that at the last minute. And I'm going to add some scallions. And I'm removing the broth from the fire. I just let them infuse. And the shiitake will have a little bit of texture, crunchy texture, but will be soft enough to be pleasant. Okay, so we're sautéing the last side of the fish. As you can see, it's crunchy all over. And in a minute or two, it's going to be ready. I'm going to put the pea shots in the plate. So I'm using a ring mold to make it very clean. The fish, I believe, is done now. So with a needle, I'm going to go through the flesh of the fish. And I'm going to leave it 10 seconds and then check on my wrist. If the needle is warm, the fish is cooked to perfection. If the needle is very hot, it's well done. And if the needle was cold, the fish will be raw. The fish is cooked. I'm going to add the fish right here on top of my pea shots, like this. And then some of the broth is going into the plate, like that, around the fish. Simple recipe with not too many ingredients. Fish are very delicate and it's very easy to destroy the flavor of the fish. So here again we're elevating those flavors. And the dish is ready. Cod fish with pea shots and a shiitake lemon ginger broth.